Hi, so in today's video, we're going to cover a Google Map video of Spring and Klein together. And the reason I'm doing them together is because Klein and Spring are not cities. One is a Census Bureau area or district, and the other one is a school zone, ISD, Klein ISD outlines boundaries there, and they're not very specific on their boundaries. So we'll cover all this in the video, and we'll look at places to live, things to do, drive times, and just get a feel for the overall vibe and location and see if it might be someplace you want to explore or live. So let's get on with this video. Here we are in Google Maps, and you can see I've already outlined Spring. It's highlighted, so you can see it's north of Houston. And now I'm going to show you where Klein is. Like I said, the borders aren't exact, but it's bordered by 99, 249, and 45. So here's I-45. Here's the toll road 99, and here's 249. Let's go ahead and now zoom out on our map. Okay, so here's Spring and Klein. I-45 divides them in half basically. But if you look down here at its location, you can see it's very close to Houston and it's very close to Conroe. And it's really well positioned. Here's the Woodlands, and Katie's over here just to give you an idea of where Katie is. Magnolia's up here. Those might be places you're looking. Tomball's right here. Now Galveston's down here. So you are going to have a bit of a drive down to Galveston if you like to boat or sail, which my husband and I do. So that gives you some idea exactly where it's positioned. Okay, so we've zoomed in here on the map a bit so we can get an idea of our drive times. So here we are, that's Klein and Spring, and you're gonna come down here. Here's downtown Houston. This is gonna be a nice straight shot right up 45 into Spring. We're 25 miles away. Like, that's so convenient. So this is why Spring is such a popular area, right? Because you're only 25 minutes due north on a non-tollway road. So you don't pay any tolls on this road. Now, if you're maybe coming from a different part of Spring and you don't want to get all the way over to 45, you can come down the toll road and then cut over this way. That's the Hardy Toll Road. So that's a nice way to get in if you don't mind paying tolls. It's very efficient, especially coming home at night. I've driven that toll road at night in peak rush hour because I've got to get up to the Woodlands or somewhere from downtown. And I'm telling you, it's a nice way to go. Let's look at its proximity to other places. So now you have the Woodlands here, you have Conroe's here, you have, like I said, downtown, right? And then you have like Tomball and New Caney's over here. So this is not a bad, I mean, you're for everything you could want, shopping, entertainment, fine dining, you can go to the Woodlands, which is only 10, 15 minutes away, depending on where you live in Spring. So very convenient. And like I said, to go to downtown, if you want to see theaters, if you want to do something along those lines, you're going to go to downtown anyway. But without traffic, I mean, you're a half hour to downtown. It's a very nice drive. And then obviously Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion in the Woodlands, they have concerts, so you can go there for concerts. So you have Conroe to the north with the lake. So you have a great lake life at Lake Conroe. Boating, if you have a boat, you enjoy water skiing or jet skiing. Conroe's a great place to go do that. You also have Lake Houston over here. So you're not far from two lakes, which makes it nice. I mean, you're kind of in an interesting location there. Now, for mall shopping and things like that, you're likely going to go to the Woodlands. It's going to be the closest. And then downtown Houston, of course, you have the gallery. And again, you are not so far removed that that's not something that you would entertain doing. So definitely lots of options here in Spring for reaching fine dining, fine shopping, everything you could want very easily. And the Woodlands, I mean, check out my videos on the Woodlands. They will show you all that there is to do there. Let's get on with the fun stuff. What is there to do in Spring? Okay, what's life like? We're going to start off with Old Town Spring because, you know, that's kind of the heart of Spring, Old Town. It's the original town. It's now all of these old homes from, you know, that are 150-year-old homes have been converted to shops and cafes. So you can see it's a lot of charm, a lot of character here, just really cute. This Winchie Brothers is an excellent place to come and eat. It was built by two brothers, the Winchie brothers, and they built this restaurant next to the railroad because Spring is a railroad town, and they wanted to have a hotel, brothel, and saloon for the railroad workers and for people traveling on the railways. So that's the history behind this restaurant. In 1949, I think it was, they sold it and it became a cafe. So all through Prohibition it ran and they kept it going, but then they eventually sold out of it. Whoever it is that runs it now does a really nice job of keeping the history there. When you're inside it, it has a lot of charm. It's really a cute place to go eat. It's just a really super quaint way to spend a day. If you've got gifts for families, some special event you want to buy for something unique, this might be a cool place to find that gift. So they have lots of little restaurants. Just an interesting, I mean, it's captured the flavor of the old town. And they have some nicer stores and they have some antique stores, boutiques. They have goods from overseas that they sell. It's a fun place to explore. I will just warn you that the sidewalks are not, there's not sidewalks everywhere, so it can be a little bumpy, or you'll hit terrain changes, like you'll go from gravel to concrete to pavers to grass. So just be prepared for that when you're walking around there. Wear some shoes that you're not going to get caught in cracks in or trip with. Okay, just wear some good shoes when you go there. Okay, all right, let's move on. All right, so that's where Old Town Spring is. Then we have right here off 45 here, this little section here, Six Flags Hurricane Harbor. I've spent many a day at Hurricane Harbor here at Six Flags. I live in Tomball, just down the street from Spring, so I spent a lot of time in Spring. But as you can see, it's got pools, it has a big lazy river, it's got, food. You're gonna spend the whole day there. It's a Six Flags location. There's all kind of age themed parks, big slides. So yeah, anything you want to do, you will find it here at Six Flags. As far as water play centers go, this will have it. So here, if you like Topgolf, here's Topgolf. And this Topgolf's very nice. It's very clean. We just were there for Mother's Day. We'll probably go there for Father's Day. I have older kids, and we like to just go and hang out and do something that we can all just have fun together doing. And Topgolf's turned out to be one of those things that we can enjoy. Just go there, you're not really at a restaurant, but you're just all hanging out together, having a good time. They have an outdoor patio that's open air that has yard games. So you can play yard games. They even have some hula hoops. So if you just want to go there and play Jenga or some other game, they have that and it doesn't cost you anything. So if you like Topgolf, here it is. And it's clean. Okay, while we're on the subject of golf, there are lots of golf. I mean, there's so many golf courses around Spring and in Spring that I won't even be able to cover them all. Some of the communities I cover will have golf courses in them. Gleannloch has it. Gleannloch's over here. Windrose has it. Windrose is going to be over here in this area. But you have the Woodlands that has several golf courses in it here. You have golf courses here. I mean, this is just sprinkled with golf courses. So, and country clubs. I mean, some of the highest end ones around. Same if you're a golfer, you'll obviously find your fit here. So this is City Place. And City Place is right by Exxon Mobil Complex, and it's beautiful. It's a great place. It's got apartments. There's a Marriott that sits on the lake. It's a nice big lake. Marriott sits there, and you have walking trails and nice rolling grass that goes down to the water. So you can go out there with kids or dogs on a leash and just kind of enjoy and then go off on the trails. If you want to have a nice lunch or a breakfast and just kind of hang out, this is a great place to do it. So if you're living, working, playing in City Place or Exxon, this is a really neat feature now. You can see it's just a really nicely designed area for people to enjoy and spend some time. So that's another one of my favorite places there in Spring. And they do have events, like they have Easter egg hunts and things like that. So definitely a community event center that you want to kind of put on your radar and check out and keep up with their events. All right, so here is just a close-up of City Place, and here's Exxon. So you can see what I was talking about, it being so close. There's homes over here. And then, like I said, the apartments are actually here in City Place. And then you have Hewlett Packard. There's some bigger companies. You have a movie theater in here. So it's definitely worth checking out. I would not, even if you stay at that Marriott, if you want to check out Spring and you don't want to stay in the Woodlands, that's a really nice location to be because you're right here by 45 and 99. So you can get anywhere you want. If you're going to go down to Klein or if you're going over to Spring, you have all the access you could want. Okay, now this is technically an Humble, but it's the Mercer Botanic Gardens, and you can see it's close to Spring here. So I'm going to show it to you. It's beautiful. Wonderful place to come if you're a botanical garden person. This is a great place to come and walk around and just to enjoy yourself. So something for everyone here in Spring, I think. It's beautiful. Okay, a nice picture location if you want to take maybe some grad photos between the Woodlands and here. I think you'll get some really nice shots. Okay, botanical gardens. Now, as far as the trails or hiking or something along those lines, you have the Spring Creek Greenway. They have a nature center, but it basically runs from Kingwood all the way up past in here to Tomball. So it runs all along the creek. So the Spring Creek is one of our major creeks here, and you obviously don't want to be around it when there's rain, heavy rains or flooding forecasted. Please stay away. But it's a beautiful hiking, biking, walking trail. They have parks along the way, like Punt Park. They have a nature center, like I said, and it's some of the paths are going to be more beachy. Some of them are true bike and hike trails. If you're a nature person, that's a great place to go. Obviously, someplace you can go and just enjoy your day and see some of what nature's got to offer here in Houston. Okay, and then I'm really not going to cover much here in Klein, except that I am going to say that you have Meyer Park. And Meyer Park covers quite a big expanse area in here. You also have Kickerillo Preserve here where you can it's outdoor again, hiking, biking, and it's beautiful. And Meyer Park has a lot of soccer fields if you're a soccer fan, play parks for the kids. So a lot to offer as far as big parks and areas to play. I will say over in this area here, you do have this exotics wildlife little center. I haven't been here, but I might go now that I'm kind of exploring a little more just for what you have. But again, Houston Zoo is not far away and everything it has to offer, but this looks like it could be a fun place to explore. Okay. So now you have neighborhoods and schools. Okay. So let's start here in Klein. And I'm going to go now, again, remember, Spring has been for the most part built out. You do have some new home construction, but like I said, it's pockets. It's not this master planned anymore. So Gleannloch is a big master planned community. It's right in here. And so it's conveniently located there off 99 and 249. It has a beautiful golf course on it. So here you have Gleannloch on Har. You can see it's a very well maintained, well manicured, mature. You can see by the size of the trees that it's been around a while. It's established. The clubhouse has a beautiful pool. The average price per square foot is $171, so that's not bad. You have average sale price of $632,000. 4-bedroom average home. They have 41 acres of lakes. They have over a 2-acre bark park for your dog. So really something to consider. If you don't mind buying a home that's a resale, this is a great location. Okay. Windrose is another beautiful community. It's older, it's established, but you'll find big oak trees. But I like these established communities too. It's nice to have a nice new shiny home, but you can't beat some of what these trees offer and just beautiful. I mean, look at the shade you're getting in these parks. You're going to wait a while in a new community to get that. Nice pools, beautiful lakes, great golf courses. So has a little bit for everyone. Here's the clubhouse. So you can see Windrose has quite a bit to offer there too. They have beautiful oak tree lined streets. Not everywhere, but in certain sections, very, very nice. Can't go wrong. Okay, so this last one I'm covering here is going to be Woodsons Reserve. And it has new home construction. So you're looking at 460 on up to the millions. And you can see it's going to be on the far eastern edge here of Spring up by 99. So you're going to have toll roads. I mean, you are going to be dealing with more toll road access if you're out here in Woodsons Reserve, but it's beautiful. I mean, so this is their clubhouse. It has a gym. They have a beautiful resort style pool. So Woodsons Reserve has a lot to offer. The homes are all, like I said, you can get brand new homes in here. So it's definitely something to consider if you're looking at new home construction and new community. Woodsons is beautiful. Nice trails. Again, great community center, workout center. So that's where I'm gonna finish up on the communities. Now let's look at the schools. So for the Klein area, you're in Klein ISD, and those schools are all A-rated. And for Spring, you're going to either be in Spring ISD or Conroe ISD. So here we are in Conroe, and Conroe ISD has A and B rated schools. So please, this B rating overall, you need to really look at each school individually as you delve into these communities to see what the true rating is for that school. So get on niche, greatschools.org, whatever. So niche.com or greatschools.org to research your schools. If you have school-age children and you're interested in the grade or the rating systems for school and how they arrive at these grades. Now, Spring ISD, again, you have a lower grade here, but it's not that everyone is. So you need to, again, get on and search it out. So when I say you need to get in and research your schools, here's why. Here are the elementary, you got some B's and C's. The middle school in Springs, you have B for Edwards. And then when you get into high schools, you have A plus schools. So something you need to just do further research on if Spring is of an interest for you and you have these school-age children. But either way, it's a great place. Lots of success stories there. Simone Biles is from there. Lila Lovett is from Spring. So definitely worth exploring Spring. Okay, that wraps up my map tour. I hope I covered everything and interests you in Spring and maybe enlightened you on kind of the vibe there and what's going on and things to do. In summary, it's a great place to live, great location, and it's highly accessible. So if you are looking for something that's a little bit more removed, that's established, that's not quite as far as the Woodlands, but you're still on the edge, you're not really too far of a commute, Spring might be the answer for you. All right, that's it. I hope to see you around. Take care until next time. I'm Donna Sitton. You have any questions, reach out to me. If you have any comments, reach out to me. Put them in comments. I'd love to get some feedback from you guys. Okay, take care for now. Bye.